Okay. Uh, how much nitrogen present in the atmosphere? Amma, how many nitrogen is present in atmosphere? More than 78% of the atmosphere we are observed nitrogen. So nitrogen is a gaseous substance. Gaseous substance. This nitrogen is a molecular in state. Nitrogen is a molecular in state. This uh, okay. The nitrogen is abundantly present in the atmosphere. Highest amount of the gas present in the atmosphere is nitrogen. So nitrogen is in molecular state, that is N2. But all the green plants may not utilize this form, may not utilize directly this form. So molecular nitrogen is not usable form for the plants. So this is the molecular nitrogen, which consists three hydrogen bonds between these two nitrogen atoms. So in nitrogen, we are observed this is a nitrogen molecule, N2. So N2 consists of these three bonds, three covalent bonds, which is very, very associated with strongly between two nitrogen atoms. So this form, this molecular state of the nitrogen is unable to utilize our green plants. So what are the usable forms or utilized forms? That is the salts of the nitrogen or ions of the nitrogen. They are number one nitrites, number two nitrates, number three ammonia. So these are the usable form of the nitrogen ions. Some of the friends, they are asking me, sir, why it is not usable in the form of nitrogen molecule of our plants? So our plants can utilize or used only the ion state of the nitrogens. So ion states of the nitrogen atoms, they are nitrates, nitrates and ammonia. Because only the molecular state of the nitrogen utilized or used by only prokaryotic living organism. They are bacteria and cyanobacteria. Bacteria and BGA, blue green algae, that is cyanobacteria. These are the prokaryotic living organism directly utilize this atmospheric nitrogen, that is the molecular state of the nitrogen. But my dear friends, remember, all higher plants or green plants cannot utilize the atmospheric nitrogen directly. But plants take up the nitrogen only from the soil. How it's possible? Because the nitrogen present in the soil can be ultimately tracked back to the atmosphere. Nitrogen is very important for plants as it is a constant of proteins, nucleic acids, and a variety of compounds. Why these ions or the nitrogen ions is very important for the plants, even though all the living organisms such as the lower and higher organisms, even though plants and animals and human beings also. So these forms is very, very important for the different physiological activities of the living organisms, such as protein synthesis or nucleic acid biosynthesis, and all physiological functioning or activities is necessary of this nitrogen. So mostly our plants obtain nitrogen from the soil, not atmosphere, my dear friends. So nitrogen is a gaseous substance which is present more than 78% of the gas present in the gaseous state present in the atmosphere. But our plants, most of the plants obtain from the nitrogen from the soil, not from the atmosphere. Remember, my dear friends, am I clear? Actually, nitrogen, where is nitrogen present? Atmosphere. How much percent of the nitrogen present in the atmosphere? 78% of the nitrogen present in the atmosphere. But our plants can obtain nitrogen from the soil. Soil nitrates, and ammonium salts. But how it's possible? Because the plants continuously absorb the nitrate ammonium salts, the soil gets depleted of fixed nitrogen. So nitrogen from the atmosphere, some of the living organism or other way to nitrogen is going to fix in the soil or converted into the soil nitrogen. So that we will going to discuss next slide. This slide is clear, Amma. We will move for next slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope you clearly understood. This is the very basic information regarding of the nitrogen metabolism or nitrogen cycle. Okay, then besides the leaching effect of the rain and denitrifying action of some bacteria lower the nitrogen content of the soil. So whenever the soil is having the plenty of the nitrogen ions or nitrogen salts going to leaching process or leaching effect or the denitrifying action by the denitrifying bacteria, the nitrogen content is going to decrease the lower level of the nitrogen present in the soil. This loss is compensated by the process of lightening and nitrogen fixation. Sir, how plants is going to survive whenever the leaching process or leaching is effect, and even though denitrifying bacteria, the causing of the nitrogen is going to reach the atmosphere. So this is the not usable reaction or not usable to the all plants. But the loss is accompanied or compensated by or situated of this nitrogen by the lightening process of at the time of rainfall and the nitrogen fixation, whether the biological nitrogen fixation or the non-biological or physical nitrogen fixation. The nitrogen is supplied in the form of fertilizers to agricultural crops. So whenever you observe in the inorganic manures of like urea, some of the urea bags you observed NPK. Anybody else? Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. These are the substance. Yes, very good. NPK. So we are absorbed on the bags of the urea bags and some of the other artificial or synthetic manures or inorganic substances. The crop rotation with the cereals and legumes has been practiced for a long time to increase the nitrogen content of the soil. Sir, we are unable to give externally of this manure. How to increase the level of the percentage of the nitrogen in the soil? Just because, my dear friends, remember, we have to utilize or we can apply the crop rotation methods in the same land or same area, same soil. In the crop rotation methods, whenever we are cultivating the cereals, then only afterwards, then Kharif Rabi season, then the next season, we will cultivate the leguminous plants or leguminous crops like pea or Caesar aratinum, green pea, black gram, Bengal gram, green gram. Are you heard about these terms? So these are the pulses, pulses. So the pulses has been practiced for a long time to increase the nitrogen content in the soil. This is done because legume fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. Are you heard about the term root nodules? My dear friends, root nodules. Root nodules.
Yes, sir.
Root nodules. The root nodules crops, especially the legume crops of all types of the legume crops, they are having nodules on the roots or root crops. The nodules contain the Rhizobium leguminosum bacterium, and which is helpful for the fixation of the nitrogen from the atmosphere into the soil. So the legume able to fix this nitrogen by the help of the Rhizobium leguminosaurum bacteria. So this is the method to fixation of the nitrogen from the atmosphere into the soil. And how it is going to convert from the atmospheric soil into soil, atmospheric nitrogen to the soil, afterwards from soil to atmosphere. So this is the entire events we are observed in the around the nitrogen. We can call that is the nitrogen cycle. So this cycle involves a series of events, the series of events around the nitrogen of the soil and the nitrogen of atmosphere. These events include the nitrogen fixation, and next one is the ammonification, nitrification, and denitrification. These are the series of the events can modify the structures of the nitrogen ions or nitrates, nitrites, and nitrates, even the ammonia. These are the nitrogen forms is going to modify it, convert by the different organisms or different microbes. And even though lastly the nitrogen reaches the atmosphere. So this entire process we are observed in the nitrogen cycle. In this nitrogen cycle, what we observe? Nitrogen fixation, ammonification, nitrification, and last one is the denitrification. The fourth one is the denitrification. These steps are series of the events include the nitrogen cycle. So before going to that events, the first discovery of the nitrogen fixation. So then Wilfrath and Hellriegel first discovered the fact that legumes fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. So these are the two scientists first discovered how its nitrogen is going to convert into atmospheric nitrogen into the soil by the legume plants by the help of the Rhizobium leguminosaurum. So these are the two scientists made an effort to discover how it's fix the nitrogen from the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil in only legume plants, and they are observed in the root root nodules. In that root nodules, which type of the organism present. Then afterwards, the fixed nitrogen is directly consumed by cereals during crop rotation. Whenever we are applying the crop rotation methods in the same land or same area, this nitrogen is very easily utilized or consumed by the cereal plants or some other crop plants. Then in 1922, Beijerinck first isolated the bacteria from the root nodules, that is of leguminous plants, and named that is Rhizobium leguminosaurum. So the bacterium first name given by the Beijerinck in 1922, that is Rhizobium leguminosaurum. Leguminosaurum means the rhizobium absorbed in the root nodules of the legume plants. So that's why the name has given by Beijerinck, that is Rhizobium leguminosaurum in 1922. Is it clear, Amma? Is it clear? Okay. Then later, large number of organisms were reported for their nitrogen fixing capacity. The research worker of the Central Research Laboratory in the USA first isolated an enzyme nitrogenase from the bacteria Clostridium and Pachyrhianum in the year 1960. The latter, in 1966, Dilworth and Scholar discovered the activities of nitrogenase in nitrogen fixation. Nitrogenase is an enzyme. Nitrogenase is an enzyme in the process of nitrogen fixation. The conversion of molecular nitrogen of the atmosphere is accomplished by two methods. Number one, lightning or atmospheric nitrogen fixation, or non-biological fixation, or physical nitrogen fixation method. The second one is the biological nitrogen fixation. How many methods we are observed, Amma? Two methods. Number one, lightning method, even though we can call it as atmospheric nitrogen fixation, or even the non-biological nitrogen fixation, or physical nitrogen fixation. So that is the first method. And second method, the living organism involved in the fixation of the atmospheric nitrogen to the soil, we can call it as biological nitrogen fixation. The first one is need not to involvement of the microbes in the process of atmospheric nitrogen into soil. But that is the conversion of the atmospheric nitrogen by the lightning method or the physical method, or non-biological nitrogen fixation method. The second one is biological nitrogen fixation. The first method of the nitrogen fixation, that is lightning or atmospheric nitrogen fixation or physical nitrogen fixation. In this method, no microbes or any living organism does not involve in the process of fixation of the nitrogen from the atmosphere into the soil. So that's why this we can call as non-biological nitrogen fixation. During the lightning, whenever the heavy rainfalls we are observed in the process during the lightning, మనం ఉరుములు మెరుపులు పిడుగులు అంటాం కదమ్మా మెరుపులు. So during this lightning, nitrogen will be oxidized into HNO2, nitrous acid. HNO2 means nitrous acid. So nitrous oxide. So these oxides are carried to the ground by rain. This oxide, nitrous oxide, is carried out through the rainwater or rain to reach the ground and deposited as HNO2 and HNO3. Nitric acid, nitric oxide, and nitrous oxide, HNO3. Nitric acid and nitrous oxide. This method of nitrogen fixation is very, very a minute amount or little bit amount and a very small quantity of the nitrogen going to fixation through this lightning or physical method. Then the most important biological method, that is biological nitrogen fixation method. So this biological nitrogen fixation method is abundantly or majorly nitrogen fixation method we are observed. So this conversion of nitrogen to ammonia is called biological nitrogen method in the association of the living organism. And this biological nitrogen fixation again classified into two types. Number one, asymbiotic nitrogen fixation method or symbiotic nitrogen fixation method. Asymbiotic nitrogen fixation method means which some of the bacteria, Klebsiella, Azotobacter. So these are the bacteria can able to fix the nitrogen through asymbiotically. And Rhizobium leguminosaurum and Azospirillum, these are the two bacteria are involved in the symbiotic nitrogen fixation method. So asymbiotic microorganisms are free-living bacteria. And some of the cyanobacteria, that is blue-green alga, is also can able to fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil by the asymbiotically. And symbiotic bacteria, namely Rhizobium leguminosaurum, associated with the root crops or root plants or roots of the leguminous plants. Rhizobium leguminosaurum associated with the root nodules of the leguminous plants, all leguminous plants. And Azospirillum is also a symbiotic bacteria, but which is not associated with the leguminous roots or leguminous plants. But the Azospirillum can able to produce the root nodules other than of the leguminous plants, like cereals, oil plants. Okay, cereals and oil plants. Some of the other crop plants, Azospirillum. Then legumes are capable of utilizing the ammonia produced by Rhizobium. Legumes are capable of utilizing the ammonia produced by Rhizobium. An enzyme nitrogenase is responsible for nitrogen fixation. Remember, my dear friends, some of the friends asking me why all organism or plants does not able to fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. Just because of, my dear friend, just because of this mechanism, that is the enzyme, that is enzyme, that is nitrogenase. Nitrogenase is enzyme is responsible for the fixation of the atmospheric nitrogen. So the nitrogenase enzyme is only present prokaryotic living organism or lower organisms like bacteria, cyanobacteria, and some of the other asymbiotic and symbiotic bacteria. But my dear friends, none of the other higher plants, other eukaryotic living organism does not contain this nitrogenase enzyme. So this enzyme is most important enzyme for the fixation of the nitrogen from the atmosphere. So legumes are capable utilizing the ammonia produced by Rhizobium. Here, the enzyme, the nitrogenase enzyme is a mechanism and the controlled by the NIF genes. What genes? NIF genes. NIF genes, nitrogen fixation genes. NIF genes. NIF means NIF genes means NIF genes. NIF genes means nitrogen fixation genes. So these nitrogen fixation genes control the activity of the control the actions of the enzyme, that is nitrogenase enzyme. So nitrogenase enzyme under the control of which genes? NIF genes. NIF, nitrogen fixation genes. Okay, nitrogen fixation genes. And these two methods of biological nitrogen fixation are mainly responsible for maintenance of nitrogen content in the soil. So in this method, in the cycle of the nitrogen cycle, the first method is nitrogen fixation. In this nitrogen fixation, two methods we are adopting, we are observing, that is lightning or atmospheric nitrogen fixation. The second one is the biological nitrogen fixation. And the second step of the nitrogen cycle, that is ammonification. That is ammonification. In this ammonification, plants synthesize organic nitrogenous compounds with the help of ammonium or nitrate. After the death of plants and animals, the nitrogenous compounds are broken down into a number of simpler substances. Plant synthesizes organic nitrogenous compounds with the help of ammonium or nitrate after the death of the plants. Even though all living organisms, the nitrogenous compounds are going to break down into a number of simpler substances. Mainly, my dear friends, all the living organisms, all the higher plants, all animals, and even the human beings, they have large number of complex substances. So whenever after the death, these of the living organism internal nitrogenous compounds are going to broken down into a number of simpler substances by the saprophytes. In this process, most of the nitrogen is released as ammonia. So this nitrogen is going to released as ammonia. This process we can call as ammonification. So ammonia is synthesized by the physical method, or even though by the usage of the living organisms or microbes. So this process we can call as ammonification. In this ammonification, nitrogen is going to convert into ammonia. This process we can call as ammonification. So it is due to the activity of the bacteria, that is Bacillus rhamnosus, Bacillus vulgaricus, Bacillus mycoides. So these are the bacteria are involved into the decay and decaying process from the nitrogen. So nitrogen is going to convert into ammonia by the bacteria, by the help of this bacteria, that is Bacillus species. Bacillus species means Bacillus rhamnosus, Bacillus vulgaris, and Bacillus mycoides. And even though some of the actinomyces bacteria and some of the fungi also responsible for the conversion of the nitrogen into ammonia. In the process of ammonification, along with this Bacillus species, some of the actinomyces bacteria and some of the fungi also helpful for the ammonification process. They are Penicillium species and Aspergillus species. Penicillium species and Aspergillus species. Penicillium species water and Aspergillus species. The quantity of ammonia formed depends on these factors. So these are some of the factors are responsible for the ammonification. Number one, the type of ammonifying organism involved. Number two, soil acidity and soil aeration and moisture content. So this is the second important point for the quality of the ammonia. Next, even though the chemical composition of the nitrogen materials, chemical composition of the nitrogen material, and the last one, the supply of carbohydrates. So these are the important factors which are the quantified, even though not only quality and quantity of the ammonia also depends upon these factors. Number one, the ammonifying organism involved. Number two, soil acidity and aeration, moisture content, the chemical composition of the nitrogenous material, and supply of the carbohydrates. So these important key factors for the quantity of the ammonium. And the third method, third step of the nitrogen cycle, that is nitrification. So this process of oxidation of ammonia to nitrate is known as nitrification. So what is the process, Amma? The process of the oxidation process. This is the oxidation process. In this oxidation process, ammonia is going to oxidized into nitrates. We known as nitrification. This nitrification requires well aerated soil, rich, and calcium carbonate is important. Even though calcium carbonate is important, and temperature below 300 below 30 Celsius, and a neutral pH. The pH is a neutral, and absence of the organic matter. The bacteria involved in the process are called nitrifying bacteria. The nitrification again involved into two steps. That is number one, nitrogen ammonia is oxidized to nitrate and is carried out by Nitrosomonas bacteria. And the second step of this nitrification, the nitrite is going to convert it into nitrate by the action of the nitrobacter. So these are the two steps are involved in the nitrification process. From the ammonification, from the ammonia, so nitrites and nitrates are going to synthesized by these two steps. The first step, ammonia is utilized of the oxygen. Ammonia is utilized the oxygen to form HNO2, means nitrous acid. Nitrous acid. So this nitrous acid going to form in the process of the nitrification process. So this first step involved, that is Nitrosomonas bacteria. So in the presence of the Nitrosomonas, or by the usage of the Nitrosomonas bacteria, this ammonia is going to convert into nitrous acid. Then afterwards, the nitrous acid is going to oxidize. Again, oxidization process. This nitrogen acid going to form nitric acid. Nitric acid. So this is step we are observed in the nitrification process. And the most important, and it is not usable step for the all plants, that is denitrification. Denitrification. So in this process, in this step, we can observe the conversion of the nitrate to molecular nitrogen. We can call it as denitrification. In the process of denitrification, the nitrogen molecules or nitrates is going to reach the atmosphere in the molecular state of the nitrogen. So this is the reverse process of the nitrification. So this is the reverse process of nitrification. So the nitrate is reduced to nitrates and then to nitrogen gas. This process occurs in waterlogged soils, but not in well aerated cultivated soils. An anaerobic bacteria, that is Pseudomonas denitrificans, Pseudomonas denitrificans, and Thiobacillus denitrificans. So these are the bacteriums are responsible for the denitrification process. So these two bacteria are Pseudomonas denitrificans and Thiobacillus denitrificans. These are the two bacteria are anaerobic bacteria. So these anaerobic bacteria are responsible for the process of denitrification. So denitrification we are observed waterlogged soils, but not in well aerated cultivated soils. In this denitrification process, nitrate is reduced to nitrates and then nitrogen gas. So this is the entire life cycle of nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle, we are observed first atmospheric nitrogen, that is the molecular state of the nitrogen. In this molecular state, two nitrogen atoms are there. In between, three hydrogen bonds, covalent bonds we are observed. From atmospheric nitrogen, in the process of precipitation or lightning fixation, urumulu, merupulu, pidugulu antam kadama. So in this lightning process, whenever the abundant lightning process, so atmospheric nitrogen is going to conversion into soil nitrogen. But this process, very, very limiting process. Very, very limiting process. And whenever the plants and animals is going to dead and decaying, this organic matter is going to conversion into ammonia. So that process we can call as ammonification. Before this ammonification, the fixation of the nitrogen from the atmosphere, not only the fixation of the lightning process, but also usage of the biological nitrogen fixation. What we can say that? Biological nitrogen fixation. In this biological nitrogen fixation, symbiotic nitrogen fixation and asymbiotic nitrogen fixation we are observed. So when this process, atmospheric nitrogen into reached the soil. Afterwards, this nitrogen is going to modified into ammonia. That is we can call as ammonification by the use of the different bacillus, different bacteria are involved in the ammonification process. And afterwards, this ammonia is going to by the bacteria, Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter. So these are the bacteria are going to, ammonia is going to convert into nitrates, going to this ammonia is going to modified into nitrates and nitrites, that is HNO2 and HNO3 minus. And this nitrate and nitrates going to, in the presence of Thiobacillus denitrificans and Pseudomonas denitrificans, this bacteria we can call as decomposers, and this nitrates and nitrites is going to reach the atmosphere. By this ammonia is going to convert into nitrates and nitrates. So this process Once again, I will tell you, Amma. Okay. See here. So atmospheric nitrogen is going to fix the fixation of the fixation from atmosphere to soil by the lightning process, by the biological nitrogen process. And whenever the nitrogen is reached in the soil, so ammonia or different nitrates and nitrites utilize these plants from plants to animals, reach the plants to animals, and afterwards these are both of these living organisms going to dead and decaying by these some of the saprophytes. This nitrogen, molecular nitrogen, is going to conversion to ammonia. That process we can call as ammonification. And afterwards, this ammonification process, the nitrification process we are observing. So fixation of the bacteria, that is the Rhizobium leguminosarum, Azospirillum, okay, then Klebsiella and Azotobacter. So these are the bacteria can fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. Then after ammonification process, even though some of the factories, some of the chemical factories, they are residues or some of the fossil fuels whenever the burning at the time, and this ammonia is reached the soil. Then after mineralization, this ammonia by the nitrification process, nitrates and nitrates we are observed. These nitrates and nitrates are nitrogen uptake into the plants by the usage of the by the help of the roots. Even though these fertilizers, whenever we water, whenever run off into the water, I will tell you afterwards. So this is a process. These nitrates and nitrates is going to denitrifying bacteria, that is thiobacillus denitrificants or pseudomonas denitrificants. This nitrogen nitrates and nitrates is going to convert into molecular state and reach the atmosphere. This entire cycle we can call as nitrogen cycle. Even though this fertilizer is going to run off into the very nearest water bodies or even the pond or some the river, this nitrogen is going to the content of the nitrogen is going to increase the percentage, the level of the nitrogen is increased into the water in that area or pond or water body is increase the nitrogen, phosphorus and some of the minerals. This is we can call as eutrophication. So eutrophication is a one type of the pollution, that is the water pollution. So water pollution we can also call as eutrophication. In eutrophication or in leaching process, the nitrogen salts or other minerals is reached the water body, we can call as eutrophication. So excess amount of the minerals observed in the water bodies we can call as eutrophication. So eutrophication is one type of soil, one type of the water pollution, So this is a continuation process. So that's why this we can call as nitrogen cycle. So in this nitrogen cycle, we are earlier discussed about the nitrogenase complex. Nitrogenase is an enzyme. So this enzyme and enzyme activities and remaining the entire metabolism of the nitrogen metabolism by the synthesis of the amino acids by the transamination process or reduction amination process and by the GOGAT system, we will discuss tomorrow. I will stop here. If you have any doubt related to this nitrogen cycle, you ask me. Anybody else? Anybody? Ma, am I audible? Anybody else? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt?
No.
Is there any doubt?
Girls, if any doubt? Okay, sir. If no doubts in student side.
They are the very bright students and very intelligent students, you know. So that's why they know very well about this nitrogen cycle. That's why they are not asking. Otherwise, our students are very good students and best students. Myself, I am expecting. So that's why this is very basic information. So they well known about this nitrogen cycle. Is it clear, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Amma. I will stop here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.